It's Jensen.
It's good to finally hear from you, Agent. You doing okay?
Sorry about the downtime. I'll get to the office as soon as I can, but my
Listen, I'll see you when you get in.
Dr. Kohler, I need to pay you a visit.
Jensen! Now's actually a really good time for me, like right now!
Something wrong?
There are some guys in my bookshop. Pissed off the Valley gangster-looking guys. So, unless you want bloodshed the day after a terror attack...
The front door isn't the most peaceful option. I got it.
Beyond terror any of us has ever seen. Hog incident. Try Hog travesty. Try Hog massacre. And how about Hog Armageddon? Because that's where we're headed, thanks to the horror of the Illuminati and their humanity-front puppets unleashed on the Earth that day. I'm taking the time in this broadcast to remember us get together with crying all lives lost. Lost people too, and they should never be forgotten. I'm doing it because the Og Insa Massacre is only the first of many horror shows we're about to be subjected to, unless we figure this shit out fast. Remember the Cold War and how we sat on the brink of destruction minute by minute? How we hated the commies and the commies hated us? How they had a way of life that we couldn't fucking stand and it was only a matter of time before they all of us up with their ideology. I don't know. My grandpa starting this. Fucking familiar.
As you wish. I'll keep you safe. Out of sight, out of mind. As you wish. Which gratifying. Not only do these guys have no restrictions
Reporting to you live from Picus.
The center. Structure. Function. Monitoring. Excellence. Center. Restoring the past and building the future.
No doubt many viewers were horrified by that story I brought to you last week, in which a suicide gunman ruthlessly attacked a small augmented community near Dar es Salaam. Today, I'm here to bring you a glimmer of hope. European-based construction giant the Santo Group has successfully convinced the Tanzanian government to become a signatory.
Adam! Thanks for calling me back, son.
Seraph.
I heard about the bombing in Prague. It's all over the news. Did anyone you know get hurt?
You know me. I tend to keep to myself. I'm surprised you even know I'm here.
Interpol called me when you applied for the job, part of their extensive background checks. I gave you a glowing recommendation.
Thanks. What do you want?
What do I want? Jeez, Adam! I know I did some questionable things in the past, but a lot's happened in the last 2 years. To both of us.
That's true. For what it's worth, I'm glad you made it out of Panchaea.
Thank you. It wasn't easy, as I'm sure you know. I was at death's door by the time the rescue crews pulled me out of the wreckage, and while the doctors were stitching me back together, my company fell apart. Wasn't anything I could do to stop it, not from a hospital bed.
I heard Tai Young Medical bought everything up.
They're the only biotech corporation that could, after the incident. Our patents, our tech, everything. Oh well, sometimes one dream has to die so another can rise from its ashes.
You heard anything from Megan?
After all we went through, I thought she'd stand by me. Still, you know, she always wanted to be at the cutting edge. She didn't see a future for herself in Detroit, so she went to VersaLife.
She moved to Hong Kong?
San Francisco. They've got an offshore research facility there named Rocaseca Beach. I'm sure you've seen it in the news.
California, huh? I wonder if she's told her mother.
You want my advice, son? Write her out of your life, because I'm damn sure she's written us out of hers.
You talked to Pritchard lately?
Frank! Out of all of us, I think he's the one who's changed the least.
He'd probably tell you there wasn't anything about him.
He would. But when the world transforms itself the way ours has, people need to adapt or get left behind. Frank's freelance now, but he's still in computer security, still in Detroit. I don't know if he'll ever leave.
Your message said you were going to London. Casual trip? Or is this tied to the new dream?
I'm, meeting with the Santo Group, Nathaniel Brown and his investors.
Santo? They built the Udalek complex, the Og Ghetto, here in Prague. Why are you meeting with them?
Brown's got big plans. He wants to focus on real solutions, ideas that look to the future. You've heard of the Safe Harbor Initiative?
I've heard of Rabia, the walled city he and his company are building in the desert for Augs.
Rabia's just a part of it. We're talking about self-sustaining, energy-efficient arcologies that can be replicated anywhere on Earth. Cities built by the augmented, for the augmented.
Where the dream of self-controlled human evolution lives on.
It may not seem like it right now, son, but one day, people will move on from the incident. And when that happens, we'll be ready for it. I'm glad we caught up, Adam. I've always tried to look out for you, you know. That bombing yesterday.
You didn't call to talk about the bombing. Just ask.
It's nothing, really. I just need a signature so I can finish filing the bankruptcy paperwork.
You need my signature?
Yeah, apparently there was some kind of bureaucratic mix-up caused by you being declared legally dead for a year. The apartment in Detroit was leased in your name, even though we paid for it.
Fine. Send me the paperwork.
Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it, really.
Goodbye, Seraph.
Z vás koukají potíže. Nechci se do toho plíst.
Christelle. Get lost, wrench.
Sorry, not right now.
Yes, Christelle. A nice girl. She used to babysit my kids.
Now this. I know. They are saying he was part of that attack. Member of part.
No, to je mi pěkný.
What do you want from me? Are you here to plant more bombs and make normal people suffer for your sins? I wish all of you augmented people did not exist.
Was the non-augmented people sufficiently afraid to wear his best thing? It was a tragedy for all.
Please, leave me alone.
The loss of life was considerable. Dialogue, fear of the augmented has turned to hatred.
Surely you cannot claim to be mistreated by governments when they have spent taxpayer money to build...
When legislation forces augmented people out of their homes and into sequestered violence, there's no reason involved, only fear and expedience. That is why I moved to the Butelek complex.
I thought you were... Were there not allegations that you...
Those accusations were false. When I arrived in Prague,
There was a terrorist bombing of a local church.
but ARG had nothing to do with it. We are...
A non-violent organization. Yes, you said that.
but things need to change around here. I go to connections now. I go to the valleys. Don't press your luck, Yogo.
Děkujeme za spolupráci během stavu nouze.
I never should have signed a 3-year lease on my apartment. Housing used to be scarce. It was the only way to make sure a landlord...
You have heard the calling, Seeker?
Spank upon and forced from their homes.
I was looking at your pamphlet, but I'm not sure.
These are troubled times for our people, my friend, and we are all searching for meaning.
This machine god, what exactly does it mean?
The machine god is us, Seeker. And we are the machine god, the sum of all of us, the best of us.
Like global consciousness. I've heard of this.
The Ascension will mark a new human evolution. Join with us.
Peace, Seek. I think I will. I will see you soon.
Seeker, are you prepared for the Ascension?
I think you've got the wrong guy.
No, I can see your purity. You are close, so close. And the Singularity Church of the Machine God can help take you the rest of the way. You know of it?
I don't think your church can help me get where I'm going.
Each of us lives with needs and desires, begging and howling for attention, for fulfillment. We barely have time to ponder what, if anything, lies beyond this wretched world.
And you have some idea of what that might be?
I am but a servant, tasked with spreading the word and offering hope to those who have none. But I have the teachings of the church to guide me. What would you like to know? She has cast out the flesh-flawed in preparation.
So you're here on a recruitment drive to fill up the numbers.
And more. The Builder lives in this place, the dreamer of our ascension, now cast out at the will of the Mother.
Let me guess, he's one of...
Not so blinded by my faith as others are. He was a friend once, a mentor, a leader in our church. Some of us remember. Do you have more questions?
Tell me more about this ascension.
Our minds will depart their corporeal shells and merge with the divine consciousness of the machine god. This is the ascension.
Sounds like you're talking about uploading a copy of your brains to a computer. I didn't think that was possible yet.
Thanks to the Builder, it is. But it is much more than a simple copy. It is transference. Joseph called it an evolution of the human condition. Do you have more questions, Seeker?
Nothing right now. Maybe some other time.
Very well, Seeker. I will be here if you change your mind.
I have found the answer. Wisdom lies in the machine god, friends. Join us. It is the beginning of a new age, and like always, change is birthed in fire and blood and pain. But a bright future is at hand for our people.
We are talking.
And not now. And what? Ship is all off to Mutulang? No. They cannot evict you if there's no reason.
Don't be naive.
You, have anything on you? I'm desperate. I'll do anything you want, man. No one has to know. I'll do anything you want, man. No one has to know.
Číslo, akorát plejtváš mým drahoceným časem. Poznám, že nejseš zákazník. Myslíš si, že pro tebe nejsem dost dobrá.
Can I get some posy off you? Just a taste. A half dose would be fine. Just something to get past the nausea. Yeah? I thought so. Go on, you fucking wrench. Go away and let me suffer in peace.
Just take it easy. Everything will be fine. Everything will be just fine.
You don't believe that any more than I do. They will make an example of us. You see? Get away from me.
Back off.
You don't believe that any more than I do. They will make an example of us. You see? This has been planned since the incident.
Stop talking. You sound like that conspiracy.
Hey, come on, just let me.
License, permit, voucher, document of authority, temporary pass, travel coupon, and/or certificate of authenticity.
Good old days, we'd just ask for ID.
Good old days are gone. Haven't seen one of these before. Orange level. You are some kind of badass?
Just someone with a job to do.
And the tools to do it, obviously. Go on through.
More concerned about ordering crime. Am I hearing you right?
Yes?
What can I get you? Beer? Something else?
What else have you got?
Oh, just an item of interest.
For someone who lives off of their sales, you're unusually reserved.
Well, sometimes it's hard to know who to trust, especially these days. For example, I don't suppose you have any neuropozyne you would be willing to spare, do you?
Sorry, I don't.
That's okay, I understand. Times are tough. Is there anything I can do for you?
Nothing, thanks.
Okay, but I'm not sure why you wasted your time coming in here.
I swear, the ignorance of some people is beyond my comprehension. The mayor is promising to stamp out organized crime in the city, while at the same time, the city is crumbling to the will of terrorists. The mayor is promising to stamp out organized crime in the city, while at the same time, the city is crumbling to the will of terrorists.
These are full of trash. But no trouble. Our priorities here are fucked up. You check out. Paperwork is up to date and you can freely cross this checkpoint.
Stop right there. Yeah, you. Down on your knees. Hands behind your head. Like this? Yes, I'm going to frisk you now. Don't move.
I'm not carrying anything.
That's for me to find out. Hold still. Then you have nothing to worry about. Okay, hands behind your back. Oh, I know. You're innocent.
You're looking to do
Just
some
like
damage
everyone
around
else.
here?
This is not right.
State police business. Let's move along.
This district is great. Lots of abandoned
Get any
buildings.
funny
and squatters.
ideas of sticking your nose where it doesn't belong, Clank.
The only thing I am guilty of is being augmented.
This is abuse of authority? Believe me, this is nothing. He's lucky. I'm one of the nicest police officers in the city.
I don't know what to do. I've never been in any kind of legal trouble before. This is a mistake. Everything is going to be fine.
He's lucky. I'm one of the nicest
This is a
police
mistake.
officers in the
Everything is going to be fine. They say that admitting to your fears is the first step in overcoming it. It has to be a violation of our
Aspoň mě neignoruješ jako všichni ostatní. Díky za pomoc. Ty se mnou chceš ještě mluvit? I když jsi mi nic nedal? Přijde ti to srandovní?
Organizations are not authorized in this area.
I said your papers are expired. What does hypothermia
You feel that?
Sorry, just a moment.
You feel that?
Yes.
It's in the air. You can almost taste it, like a static charge after a thunderstorm. What happened at this time? Maybe in the long run we'll see what's
Spolupráce s příslušníky státní policie je povinná. Pro svou vlastní bezpečnost mějte jejich povinnost.
You looking for the best prices in Prague? Not talking hot dogs here.
If the hot dogs aren't your main business, why don't you have a store?
See, this way, I get to keep my overhead down and pass on the savings to the customers.
Entrepreneurial.
Better believe it.
What have you got?
Well, I got info. The kind that's worth something.
Could always use reliable intel.
Who couldn't? But for that, I only accept payment in Europozine.
I don't have any.
Sorry, it's a deal breaker. But find me again if you get any, okay?
Připomínáme, že v Praze a
something good you could do with us, friend?
I'm watching you, friend. No funny
If you're
moves.
not shopping,
Buy what you need and
don't
clear
need
out.
to stick around.
Kde máte cestu? Povolení sem, Augu. Doufám, že máte doklady připravený a aktuální.
Everything is in order, officer.
Jo, jasně, že je, ale já se stejně podívám, jestli vám to nevadí. Takhle vysoký oprávnění jsem ještě neviděl. To je působivý.
I'll take your word for it. Not sure I caught all of that.
To je fuk, můžete jít a zkuste zapracovat na té češtině.
What do you want, Blank? Go on back to your hole before I ship you off tomorrow.
Not now.
Všem občanům, aby se vyhýbali přelidněným prostranstvím a pokud možno nevycházeli z domu.
People think I'm a stupid bum. I have a degree in art history. Be nice to strangers you meet on the street. You never know what their story is.
There's got to be a better way to get neon in this city.
The Rainbow Road goes through Bondol. You know this.
Please, I can pay you. You must have neuropathy.
Sorry, we only sell rainbows. I only sell neon.
I was here first.
Sorry, we only sell rainbows. A different kind
Pick
of
it
drug.
up, Kenner.
It is called neon. Make you forget all about neuropathy. Not my kind of virtue.
Street is off limits, or your buck. Private function. All businesses are temporarily closed. Would have found him by now. Don't bother me.
Of course it's easier. That's what attracted Palisade, right? Our corporate privacy laws are full of...
Maria. Watch my back. We will not tolerate interference in a police proceeding.
Pretty obvious you work for someone important. I don't know who, and I don't care. No one cares about that.
Don't do anything suspicious.
Unless you're looking for trouble, keep moving.
Pane?
Have a nice time. Pretty obvious you work for someone important. I don't know who, and I don't care.
Oh, although everyone is welcome, it's been built by people for people.
How is it different from the Utala complex?
There's no comparison. Utalek was a place to put people, just a way to move the problem somewhere else. Rabia is built for you to live in.
Okay. Can I keep this pamphlet?
Of course. Have a good day.
Santo and augmented people just like you are create. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Felice Allman, and I represent the Santo Group. We're looking for able-bodied augmented persons like you to help us create the future.
Don't take this the wrong way, but this might be the wrong town to hawk a dream of the future in.
Don't you think it's exactly the right one? Prague, a city with no respect for the choices its citizens made to become augmented. The choice you made.
And you're going to tell me Santos found a city that does respect us?
We're making it. You can't deny the world has to change. For the better this time. Augmentations helped us take great steps before. And we can do it again. In Rabia. A concept city. 3D printed. Beyond state-of-the-art. A symbol of evolution.
In the deserts of Oman. I've seen the news stories. But Santo's not a charity, and I don't think your stakeholders are philanthropists.
That's why they've asked people like me to spread the word. To make an offer. Incentive-driven employment for any augmented person. You'll get a sponsored work permit for the duration of the city's construction.
And after that?
A guaranteed place in the residency lottery.
I appreciate that you believe in what you're selling, this new future. But the future the Augmented want is the same as anyone else.
And the world won't allow it! I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to. Santo is the only corporation in the world to increase its augmented workforce in the past 2 years. Did you know that?
That must be convenient for a construction business.
It's the opposite. Our CEO's life has been threatened for supporting the legitimacy of augmented people. But he, Mr. Brown, understands that the augmented saw the future early and rushed to meet it.
I thought the Udalek complex was Santo's future for the Augmented. From what I've heard, it didn't go to plan.
Not to our plan. Udalek was supposed to be a low-cost, high-volume housing solution for transient workers. It was never meant to become what it has.
And why didn't Brown step in? Doesn't look good to have your name associated with an Aug ghetto.
It's out of our hands. Since the incident, it's been run by the Czech state and their police. That will never happen with Rabia.
What guarantee do I have that life in Rabia is different than the segregation here? Or is that a lottery too?
Santo is the guarantee. We keep the rights to the city and people who want the Augmented out of sight and out of mind.
But that's still exactly what you're doing. A city in a bubble, born from fear between Augmented and non-Augmented.
There have always been divisions in society. There always will be. That's why there are walls. Someone has to build the walls, and that's Santo.
So this incentive program, positioning Rabia for the Augs, it's all on Nathaniel Brown?
Everything. The industrial printing of the city, the archaeological design, the recruiting drive, even the street teams. Mr. Brown met us personally to sign off on us. Would you believe it?
Yeah, I think I would. Archaeological?
Architectural ecology. Rabia is zero footprint, fully self-sufficient. It is not just his solution for the Augmented. It is his solution for cities. It is visionary. There is no other word for it.
Right. Unfortunately, most of the visionaries I've met were so busy chasing their grand plan, they lost sight of the little people. You've given me a lot to chew on. I can't sign up with you on the spot.
Just consider it. What I've told you. I'm not trying to sell you the e-brochure of Rabia. You've seen it all anyway. They're just pictures and holograms. I want you to believe in the place.
Papíry, prosím.
This is getting to be a real pain.
Chvilku strpení, prosím. Skenuju. Co pak tady máme? OK. Žádný problémy? Tak jo, Augu. Můžeš jít dál.
Jensen, I'm getting worried. Should I be calling every police station in town looking for you?
That's not necessary. I'll be in soon.
Good, because we've got work to do.
Great. Another one.
I don't talk to strangers.
What do you want, Clank? Get back to your squat, or I'll send you someplace even worse.
You know, I've seen this Rucker character being interviewed.
Unless you're looking for trouble, keep moving, Clank.
Keep back, jerk.
Hey, Jensen, are you close? Things are getting, complicated over here. I could really use your help.
I'll be there when I can, Kohler.
There's another one. Those Augs are pretty quiet, Clank. Know what would be even more quiet? If you weren't around here. Stay with your own kind.
Radíme všem občanům, aby se vyhýbali přelidněným prostranstvím a pokud možno
I was lucky to get through the checkpoint. The papers I'm carrying are forgeries.
The man they named this district after was...
When you wish upon a star.
What?
The song. It's in my head. It makes me... Excuse us a moment. The song. It's in my head. It makes me think of the old puppet shop. You remember the one when we were kids?
Kopeki.
That's it! Kopeki! I used to love going in there as a boy. So much magic. Shame it's closed now.
That place should have been burned to the ground years ago. Fucking puppets and clowns are the spawn of the devil.
People around here really value their privacy, you know what I mean? Mostly because of the old...
The papers hate much more city change. All the history.
Sir, there's a better life for the... Is there something else I can help you with?
I was a little hasty before. There are some things you can tell me about Santo. You've given me a lot to chew on. I can't sign up with you on the spot.
Just consider it. what I told you. I'm not trying to sell you the e-brochure of Rabia. You've seen it all anyway. They're just pictures and holograms.
Zpátky do svých ruk.
Warm.
Keeping an eye on you all.
My wife is going to kill me.
I hate that these terrorists are winning.
My friend,
Moving from
Hey, what do you need?
Maybe I'll come back later.
Whatever.
We have suffered long enough. You are
Almost. You have.
Nothing right now.
It is the beginning of a new age.
Ours is the man. He'll set you up. Biocells, painkillers, right over there. You want to do business? The man is over there.
Do you despair for your future? Do you search for some meaning but never seem to find satisfaction?
You're too bold, or you buck.
Think you can fight us! Get the hell out of his way! Hope he had friends nearby.
This is no way.
Better watch that one.
That's insane.
And if
Are you crazy? I'm not going over there!
You think it is bad news? If they had their way, they would bulldoze the whole district, us included.
At least it will fill in all the potholes.
True. some bushes. We would be a lot more help if you took this more seriously. I am serious. A nice traveler, little tree. I know a guy. Roger. Very funny.
Sure what I'm even looking for now.
Looks clear.
They us will all be okay.
Doc Larry. Show me latest papers. Otherwise you cannot go through here.
I know the drill.
The drill has changed. Too many forgeries. All OGs must now carry a supplementary permit authentication card. Do you have this card?
clear it up with the people I work for. They'll take care of it.
And who do you work for exactly?
Does it matter? You worried I might outrank you?
Of course not.
Me
These
mighty.
rules, they apply to everyone. Besides, I am regional director of document checking. I report to God directly. It is God who tells me that if you continue this way, without proper permit, I am morally obliged to shoot you.
Is that right?
My friend, I know what you're thinking. It's terrible the way they make laws against your kind. But listen, maybe I can do something to help. We could come to an understanding.
What kind of understanding?
Lucky for you, I know a guy. An expert in permitification. A document agent. He offers permits, authentication cards. Peace of mind. With his help, you go wherever you want, whenever you want. No more hassles. What do you say?
This document agent you mentioned, is he the one in charge? He gets you to stop Augs and offer them this opportunity to do business with him.
Go see for yourself. My friend has documents to pass checkpoints, to keep police off your back, to get into parts of Prague you never knew existed. Tell him Drahomir sent you. You'll see. I give you address, yes?
All right, give me the address. I think I'd like to see who's behind all this.
Shekashka. There's a courtyard behind the apartment building. Very easy to find. My friend will be there. He will get you latest permit card. Just pay him and don't ask questions. Pretend you know. What you're doing.
Anyone check the other tunnel?
Come in.
Don't forget about your permit authentication card.
všem občanům, aby se vyhýbali přelidněným prostranstvím a pokud možno nevycházeli z domu.
Don't let anyone.
We're clear. At least I think we are.
What else do you have to do? What else do you have to do?
Kde máte povolení?
Státní policie má oprávnění během stavu nouze vykonávat na webu státní policie. Potenciálně zmatené či zraněné jedince prosím ohlaste úřadu.
Leave me alone.
But a bright future is at hand for our people.
I have children!
Biocells, painkillers, right over there. Ours is the man. He'll set you up. Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
Trying to give me a reason to shoot you?
Ours is the man. He'll set you up. You want to do business? The man is over there.
Too bold, or you buck.
Think you're welcome? Think again.
There's no next time. Final warning, Connor. The trespasser!
Don't shoot me.
You want to tell me what's going on here?
Arts and crafts?
I think you work for those scam artists out there. Or do they work for you?
It was never meant to be a scam. More like social services for the disaffected. You know, like no Og left behind.
Looks like a forgery ring to me.
I hate the word forgery. I prefer graphic arts activism. I help people to be other people. And seriously, try getting anywhere with forgery on your resume.
You're involved in something that takes advantage of people, and you're worried about your resume?
That may have come out wrong. I mean, yes, career is important, but it's not everything. I know that. I tend to get really nervous when I'm stressed. I'm stressed when... which always just makes things worse. Oh, okay, look. I have no reason to be nervous here, do I? You're totally on my side, right? One of the good guys. Not like Drahomir.
I'm not here to make you nervous. I just need you to explain it to me. The essentials of what's been going on here.
Essentials. Right. Essentially, I was trying to help my augmented friends.
The way I saw it out there, the promise of fake documents was being used to extort people. How does that help them?
The extortion part sucks. I swear to you, I'm totally anti-extortion.
Obviously.
Let me explain better. The government, they print up these official permits each month, but they only sell them to the rich corporate and military allies. Meanwhile, the other Ogs, they get cattled out of the city because their documents aren't up to date enough. That's what was happening to my friends.
Government corruption versus organized crime. And regular people get caught in the middle. You gotta love the classics.
When it was just me, I didn't charge anyone. But then Drahomir shows up and turns it into this big operation with fake checkpoints and ridiculous fees. I didn't want anything to do with that. I wanted to stop.
Why didn't you?
I was scared. Drahomir said he would kill me. Looked at me kind of... like you're looking at me now. You're not going to kill me, are you?
What do you think?
I'm not sure yet. Look, the real problem is Drahomir and that checkpoint of his. Without him in the picture, the rest of them couldn't run a lemonade stand. Maybe you could... you know...
You think I just walk around shooting people?
Don't you?
I like knowing there are other options.
Okay, so stab him, scare him, or get the police to do their job for once. I remember Drahomir mentioning this cop who threatened him. She was hanging around his checkpoint. Who knows? Maybe there really is one good cop in Prague.
That sounds like the safest bet. Otherwise, you're asking me to pick a fight with a bunch of guys in uniforms. Scam artists or not.
The whole city would come down on you. Still, up to you how you want to handle it.
Right. And just so we're clear, you are going to stop forging documents now.
I don't like getting into trouble. And even worse is other people suffering because of me. No more faking documents ever again. Unless someone really needed one. Then I'd probably do it. I mean, if we knew for a fact that we could help someone, we should do whatever we can, right?
It depends what you have in mind.
The docs I make, they really can fool the authorities. Sort of.
Sort of?
Drahomir flooded the streets with forgeries, so the city started tracking more, adding scanners, validation numbers. Now, unless one of my permits gets activated in the city database, it's just plastic.
So you're telling me these people pay for forgeries and then probably get deported anyway?
It doesn't have to be that way. I have 2 permits that I literally just made. And I think we can really help these people. If you're willing.
All right, how do we help?
Their names are Edward Broad and Irenka Bauer. Drahomir was going to charge them like 20 more times. But maybe you could just give them the forgeries? Early Christmas present?
You said it's just plastic, that people get deported anyway. How does this help them?
I think I know how to get them activated. As long as you're willing to follow through.
All right. I'll go meet Edward and Irenka. In the meantime, are you going to be okay here?
Once they learn that Drahomir's been taken care of, the others will leave me alone. He's the one I'm scared of. By the way, there is a safe over there where they keep their money. I'll give you the code. 2489. Feel free to help yourself.
What about you?
Way ahead of you.
Fact, Picus, the more you say it, the less I'm buying it. That's just a personal rule when it comes to me. And just for the record, my eyeballs are happy that the price I can stand is back after that disappearance. My ear all struggle. Any word that's what Chloe has to say.
Please. None of us are safe for as long as Drahomir is out there.
What do I need to know to take down Drahomir?
He and his fake police checkpoint are beyond the archway. Just down the street from here.
So I'm supposed to start a fight in the middle of my own neighborhood, with guys who look like cops.
Better if the real police don't see you. Though there may be a safer way. Drahomir said there is this one female cop who suspects him, and who might actually have the courage to do something. Find her. Tell her the truth. And who knows?
How many times did Drahomir charge Edward and Irenka already?
I don't know the exact numbers. Many times, that is for sure. People like Edward and Irenka, they are willing to keep paying. And people like Drahomir, they know this.
They're that desperate to stay in Prague.
Desperate to stay out of Golem. Edward, I think he has family here. And Irenka, she thinks she's someone else. Some kind of robot. Anyway, Drahomir took advantage of this. Kept charging both versions of her until there was nothing left.
I'm gonna do what I can. You just be careful.
So let's keep going. First of all, let me get this out of the way when talking about the Og incident. I've always hated that type. Incident? He was in the hay after being Reno's and forgetting to light a match. That's an incident. What happened that fateful day in 2027? Beyond terror any of us has ever seen.
said something in the courtroom.
About this Task Force 29 division lately. The one Interpol created in 28.
Forget about it.
If you're not shopping, you don't need to stick around.
Welcome back.
Maybe I'll come back.
What is this?
Been a long time coming. The old man was supposed to be alone. Let's go.
Heard you're sitting... Get lost, dog, before we turn our attention to you. Heard you're sitting on some cash, Grandpa. That true?
I will call the police!
Police don't get... paid to help us. That's what... I told you to leave. Last chance. Unless you want to be next. I told you to leave. Last chance.
Someone help
You want
me!
to bring... Police don't get paid to help out. That's what you need to pay us for. Huh? Oh, who sent you?
Could I use some blood and everybody's scope right now? What are we talking about? We got Titus on here at our school, which we are calling Grandma. As usual, they are doing their due diligence to pick this most recent bombing and crime on Earth. Now, I'm not saying Rucker and the Augmented Rights Coalition don't get their hands dirty once in a while. Who can blame them? If you were the only legitimate way to terrorize
Thank you. I didn't know what to do. There are not many people a man like me can call on, Frau. At first I thought they were here to take me away. Any moment now, they will take me away.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that.
Don't get an old man's hopes up. Unless... my daughter? Did she send you? She did, didn't she? Why else would you? Please, tell me. When can I see them?
Why would your daughter send me?
I thought maybe she and the little one finally decided to help Grandpa with his permit situation. But she probably understands that I need to avoid detection. It is better not to make contact.
When was the last time you saw them?
A few years. Since the day of the... you know.
The day of the incident?
The time I ran naked onto a football field as a teenager, that was an incident. This was the work of the devil. He closed our eyes, forced us to see what he sees.
It's a long time not to see someone you care about.
It's not their fault. My son-in-law, he keeps them away from me because... well, because...
Because why?
What am I, on trial? Soon you'll be judging me just like he did. Like they all did.
Judging you for what, Edward?
They say I became a monster. In the park. It was during the incident.
You were with your family when the signal went out. Darrow's broadcast. Caused all those Augs to lose control.
I grabbed the youngest by the wrists. We were spinning. We spun like mad. I don't know where it came from. This exhilaration that wasn't mine. It was reckless, I admit. There were mosquitoes in my brain. There was blood. They say that it couldn't have been me. Someone else must have... a stranger, after I blacked out. Please, tell me you believe me. Tell me it isn't possible that I did that to him.
When the signal was broadcast, Augs everywhere were made to do terrible things. Things they would never have done otherwise. Some of them can't remember, or choose not to be able to remember. The truth is, yes, it's possible, Edward. But that doesn't necessarily make you responsible. It was out of our control.
I said, I tried to tell them. Whatever my hands may have done, my heart did not. But what kind of defense is that? If I can't forgive myself, why should they? One of them is still alive, and whether I ever get to see him or not, I want to remain as close as I can. I want to remain in Prague.
Here, this permit should fool anyone at a glance.
I remember the officer saying I would have to pay again. Is that true?
No, I'm not here to collect. I'm here to help.
I appreciate that. So, what now? Do I have to activate something? I can put on my nice coat if necessary. If I have to wait in line, I'll wait in line. I don't complain.
The situation's a little less legal than that.
Oh. Do you need me to break in somewhere?
I'll take care of it. Just try to keep a low profile until I figure out how to validate your number.
All right. I can do that. I will wait here.
We were machines, sir. But terror and pain have turned us into souls. There is something struggling within. Moments when something enters into us. Thoughts come upon us which are not of us. We feel what we did not used to feel. We hear voices. Teach us to have children so that we may love them.
Primus, is that you?
Are you Arenka Bauer?
Who are you? Please, take whatever you want. Just leave us alone.
I didn't come here to take anything.
You haven't? Arenka, she gets very scared. Whatever you've come to tell her, you should first tell me. I am the robot Helena. Arenka's not well. We must shield her.
Arenka paid someone to make her an AUG permit. To keep her from being taken to Golem City. That someone wants to come through.
Really? If that's true, we'll be very happy. If we can stay in Prague, maybe they'll even...
There was once a great play that predicted so much. Robots, revolutions, the future of mankind. She memorized all of it. It's her way. It's my way of trying to understand.
I'll take your word for it. Here. This permit is good enough to fool anyone who takes a look at it.
Does this mean I don't have to hide anymore?
It's not that simple. You're still in danger. The permit needs to be activated. Otherwise, a routine scan will mark you for Golem just the same.
I don't understand.
Sorry. There's no legal way for you to stay here. You should prepare for the worst. Take care of the activation. Just keep a low profile until I can get it sorted out.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
A world where everyone's treated
Milena,
fairly.
I met with both those AUGs you made permits for. Now what?
There's a computer. At the government kiosk that handles the augment permit registry. You'll have to access it, quote unquote.
You mean break in?
The code to the server room is 6788. Be careful, there may be other forms of security.
All right, I got it.
You're looking for Vaclav, aren't you? I can tell.
There's no one here. What now?
Don't let anyone permit authentication. So, my friend, you have the card now, yes?
I'm willing to pay you to pass this way. Only because I don't think you're worth the trouble.
Pleasure doing business with you. Have a nice day. We need to protect the operation. Move along. Pleasure doing business with you. Have a nice day. So, my friend, you have the card.
Sure, what are we even looking for now?
We need to protect the operation.
What should I even be looking for?
Pleasure doing business with you. Have a nice day.
Just look at this place. It's all gone to hell. You know why? These people care too much.
Busy. Leave me alone.
No hostile activity detected. Continuing cautious patrol.
What's going on
there?
over there?
You should check. Did you see his brains come out of his ears?